Our top story, well, the Iranian officials have now told Reuters news agency that Tehran had received a message from the US President Donald Trump through Oman overnight, warning that a US attack on Iran was imminent. They spoke shortly after the New York Times reported that Trump had approved military strikes against Iran in retaliation for the downing of a US surveillance drone, but called off the attacks at the last minute, the report says. In his message, Trump said he was against any war with Iran and wanted to talk to Tehran about various issues. He gave a short period of time to get responses, but Iran's immediate response was that it is up to the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, to decide about the issue. So that is the latest development there coming in on the conflict between Iran and the United States. And Daniele Pagani, our West Asia Bureau Chief, is now joining us live for the latest on this. And Daniele, the latest information that we're picking up at this point is that Iran's Revolutionary Guard is suggesting that they had warned the U.S. side about this drone before actually putting it down. And also the fact that this NYT report is so suggestive of what we've been talking about, that the escalation of this conflict is just, increasing by the day.
Absolutely, yes. The most recent news that we are gathering about these possibly phone call or anyway a message that reached to the Iranian authorities via Oman from Washington tells us two things. The first thing is that actually the presidency of the United States of America does not want to attack Iran without giving the talks a try before that. The second thing that it tells us is that, as far as we know, there was no immediate response. So what the Iranian responded to this message was that it was in the hands of the supreme leader of the country, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, to decide whether he wanted to talk or not. But as far as we know, they did not respond. The leadership of Iran did not respond. So this tells us also that Iran is definitely staying its ground, as it has decided to go against the United States of America, to respond very thoroughly to what it perceives as an aggression, and it is not backing down. And this is resulting very difficult to manage from Washington because it's unpredictable. I bet that no one within the Pentagon would have thought that Iran would have actually downed an American drone. I keep reminding this to our viewers. This was the first time that there was a direct confrontation between Iran and the US, and it's becoming tremendously dangerous.
Right. And Daniel, as you're pointing out that, of course, the US is now saying that they want to give talks a chance, but hasn't the Trump administration squandered that chance already, the diplomatic space, by this escalation that we've seen for weeks and months now, which has reached this point, which seems almost dangerous, and backing out at this point obviously narrows the negotiations on both sides.
You are very much right. I definitely agree with the reading of the situation that you gave. Of course, after you spend more than 1 year in exercising maximum pressure against a government, and this government tries to take, so to say, a stepped approach, a most face-based approach, saying, okay, we would actually like to talk, we would like to abide by the Iran nuclear deal, we would like the European Union to pitch in. Iran has been very moderate, but the United States has been extremely hard when it comes to countering Iran. So now finding new and renewed diplomatic energies and diplomatic space to actually sit down and talk, it's very difficult. I think that the United States administration's behavior in the last year will prevent talks, real and sincere talks, to happen. Also now there is like no way to save, so to say, the face for both of the nations. What will they do? The first who backs down will be perceived as a loser by its own people and by the entire global community, and the other nation a winner. So it's a very difficult and risky situation.